What's up YouTube? My name is Mike. My channel is MDH5169. Thanks so much for watching this video. Today we're over at the workshop, and the reason we're over here is I have something special to share with you guys. That is a 1967 Chevy Camaro. It is owned by a very good friend of mine. His name is Vasco. Vasco and I actually became friends again through Craigslist. I bought a 73 Camaro split bumper from him, and since then we've been really good friends. It's been several years ago, and as you can tell, he's really into Camaros. He's also got an 01 Camaro SS and this one here. So this car, I'll do kind of a quick walk around and see how everything goes. But this car he's had for quite a while. Now when I first met him, the car was actually red and had a 350 turbo 350 transmission. I remember he put a 700R in it and really seemed to like that pretty well. But then he decided that this was going to be kind of his forever car, so he was going to go ahead and fix it up and do some things to it. So he took it down to, actually I'll show you guys, this place right here, GT Motorsports in Modesto. And I think they had it for a couple of years, and they did paint the body, Willwood disc front and back. It's got an LS6 4L60E transmission. The interior, which I'll show you guys in just a second, is beautiful. It is really a nice job, and like I said, he put a lot of money and time into this car, and it's went to Sema. It just got back from Good Guys Nationals. It's made the trip around as far as the car show circuit to really show off what it could do. And now the car is dusty right now. It's been sitting in my shop for a little while, and the reason it's over here is because Vasco needed a safe place for it to be for a little bit. So I told him, he asked me, and I told him, yeah, I'd be happy to have it come over and hang out at my shop for a little while. So it's here, and he has given me permission to do a video on it and actually take you guys for a little drive. So yeah, we will pop the hood, take a look at the interior, and then we will take it out for a spin, which is the fun part. So here you go. You can see the firewall's been smooth. It's got the Willwood disc back over there, cold air intake, LS6. It's got, looks like vintage heat and air, or maybe it's not a vintage unit, but it does have heat and air, which is very cool. Headers. Thing sounds really good. I just did a cold startup on it, and I should have filmed it, but I did that just to back it out here to show you guys in the sun, because the lighting's not very good in the shop, and it sounds really, really good. It's got 18-inch rims all the way around, which I think are perfect. I'm not really a big fan of real huge rims, and I think the rims really do fit this car very well. 18s front and back. It's got 235s in the front and 275s in the back, and it really fits the car very, very well. You can see the interior was all done suede and leather. The green stitching all the way around. Seats front and back were done very, very well. It does have a tilt column, aftermarket gauges, and it does have a vintage air unit there. So you can see the vents, center console. Like I said, it is dusty. My plan is to take it over to my shop, put it in there. It's a little bit more airtight over in that shop, and then I'm going to clean it up, make it look really nice, and it'll just sit there until Vasco's ready to take it home. So with that, why don't we take it out and take it for a quick spin. All right, so let's do a quick startup and see how this beast sounds. Definitely got a good exhaust note. When we get back, I'll take the camera down and you guys can hear it. Hopefully you can hear the audio okay. I'd hate to have to shoot this video again and again and keep starting this car and driving it. That would be a bummer. I was kind of having a rough time figuring out where to do the camera angle on this car, so hopefully this works out okay. But yeah, let's take it for a little spin. Shifter's kind of interesting. You got to push this forward and then ratchet back. There we go. So again, I do have permission to drive this car. I did talk with Vasco the other day, and he said that he told me I could take it out and do whatever I want, drive it to dinner, do whatever, but I'm only going to take it around the block, just kind of see how it feels and take you guys with me. Now this thing was designed to be a pro touring car, so the suspension is very stiff. So I'm kind of taking it easy and trying to avoid all the bumps I can on these roads, but I should get a kind of a fairly smooth road where I can step into it a little bit. Responsive. I wasn't stepping into it hardly at all right there, and felt very responsive. Noticed a little bit of a vibration somewhere in the dash at a specific RPM. So, but the car is extremely tight, as you would expect a freshly built car to be. I mean, this thing's upgraded suspension system. I wish Vasco was here. He could tell us more about it, how long he's had the car, and exactly what was done to it. I know a little bit about it, but I don't know a lot. So, like I said, I'll share with you what I do know. But I mean, this car rides really, really nicely. Wind noise is good. It's not bad. You're just hearing the motor, which is what I'm trying to talk over. So I was out driving, and I just drove by where Vasco lives, and I saw his girlfriend, and she did a double take on the car. I'm sure she's wondering, what's this car doing going by here? But it was kind of funny. I did just step on a little bit. Of course, the camera was off at the time, and this thing really gets up and goes. I'm not going to step into it too much for you guys. I will step into it a little bit, but you know, it's not my car. When it's not my car, I do not drive them hard. I'm sorry, I'm just not going to do it. I respect other people's vehicles too much, and you know, if they're driving, that's fine. But for me, no. My vehicles, I figure if something happens or I wreck them, it's on me. But yeah, I stepped into this thing, and it definitely shot up and went. So I'll get into it for you guys just a little bit, show you what what it'll do. You can get a general idea, but it sounds amazing. So they did a really nice job, and LS6 was a good motor for this car. Tapped the floor just for a second there. I did do it off the line because I didn't want to break it loose, but Vasco, you got a really nice moving car here. I'd say that this thing is going to give your 01 SS with the SLP package a good run, a really good run. So I'm going to just run it down the freeway for an exit or two. I kind of want to see how it does. This car is definitely lower geared, and with the 4L60E, I'm kind of curious. I'm not sure what the gearing is. I'll have to ask him, but I'm just kind of watching the tack and everything like that. And like even at 40, 45 miles an hour in the last gear, we're tacking 1,800, 2,000 RPMs or so. So I'm kind of curious to see what it does at like 70 down the freeway. And now I'm going to bring it back. I'm going to put it away, and we'll conclude the video. Okay, so 65 miles an hour is about maybe 2,200 RPM, so that's not bad. And like I said, it's got a really good engine noise, not a lot of wind noise. It's really kind of a nice little cruiser. 72 is about 2,500. gonna flip around, take it back, and I'll check back in with you guys when we get back to the shop. I was driving around with the door, it wasn't completely latched, so that could be a reason why there was a little bit more road noise than I was expecting. I happened to look back and saw a little gap back there at the window and realized that, okay, the door's not completely closed. So this gave you a little bit better idea. You know, it is a much tighter car and a lot less road noise. So I wanted to share that with you and show you guys that. So again, as I said, more when we get back to the shop. Okay, so there it is, back safe and sound in the shop as it should be. Get the camera turned around here. My impressions of this car is I'm much more impressed with it than I thought I was going to be. The car, for one thing, has amazing power. It gets up and scoots. I think it's geared right. You can run down the freeway with it, but if you want to step on it, it goes. The suspension's been done right, because I was coming back and it was in second gear. It did not drop down in the first, but I stepped into it and it didn't break loose. Of course, the car squatted really, really well and it just took off. So suspension was done very right. Also through the corners, I just took a little corner there, but you can just feel it's very tight. It handles well. This car will do well if he wants to take it out and autocross it or run around a track or whatever. Like I said, it is a stiff ride, but you would expect that from a car that's built and designed this way. I don't know what's been done to the motor. I did see that in the center console there was a dyno tuning mechanism in there that's used to dyno tune the car. So I've got to assume it's a little bit more than the 405 horse that LS6 that came out of the C5 Z06. So, you know, that being said, quite honestly, I think that this thing would give my GT500 a pretty good little run for its money. I think the GT500 is a little faster, but not a ton faster. I mean, this thing feels really responsive. It's great having fuel injection. I mean, doing these LS swaps, really, it's a great thing. While it's nice to have the old carbureted, you know, big blocks and things like that, these cars are reliable. You know, you can take it anywhere. You can drive this car across country. It starts up, you don't have to tap the gas. It does everything that it's supposed to do and does it well, and you don't have to worry about it. So, you know what, Vasco, I know it took a long time to get this car back, and I know you were frustrated at one point in time. You and I talked about that, but I think it was well worth it. You've got a nice car, a very well-built car, a very tight running car. Other than that, nothing but thumbs up on this car. I really think it's cool. I like it. It was fun to drive it. Thank you so much, Vasco, for letting me drive this thing. I had a blast with it, and it will be safe over here and in my other shop until you're ready for it. So with that, guys, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. If you're stopping in for the first time, please browse my other videos and subscribe. If you like this, a lot more cool stuff is coming, I promise you. And with that, God bless, take care, have an outstanding day.